Can I be heard? I apologize if the volume is kind of low. I don't feel like yelling. I don't got all that kind of energy today. But I didn't see Kubera. I still saw 8 days ago on Manga Deck, so I'm assuming that point nine in love. What's up, Big
Yay!
Abdel? My boy.
お兄ちゃん、peace
How was
peace.
gym today? I saw. I think I saw you said you doing chest or whatnot. How's the gym today? I need to get back in the gym. What's up, Omar? It's popping. But yeah, I didn't think I saw Kubera, but whenever it comes out this week, I'll just react to it that day. And then I'll see if I can get that N20 discussion going later in the week. So felt good. Love to see it. Kind of been slacking a little bit myself, honestly. I haven't been as consistent as I really need to be. I mean, I'm doing what I need to do, but I'm not in the gym. Even though I actually don't have a membership right now because I feel like I'm getting fleeced and they're ripping me off. But all right. If Kubera drops before the stream ends, I will do it. But if I start the YouTube,
Yay!
it'll be another day.
お兄ちゃん、peace peace.
That being said, without further ado, let's hop into the chapter, please. Take two. Say hi to YouTube. Let's be on YouTube in like 3 months. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down to the goals of the 13-month series to get you and you can stay notified. Appreciate a lot of the Tower of God love you guys showed on the video last week, like the videos last week. The Yamo one, I felt people wouldn't care that much about, so that one's fine. But you guys really show a lot of love and good watch time to the 2 videos that I made and the stream, so I really appreciate that. I really ate off those as far as I do. So yeah, they're like 12 chapters behind. If you fast pass, I think you can go up to three chapters or 4 chapters, so they're maybe like 9ish, but they're really far behind, so it's just kind of funny to me. But yeah, let's get it. So the red light district people were going crazy. Yama transformed. Mazino pulled up. The captain was there with his arms folded, and the electricity girl, she was going crazy, and the girl with the big plug, Doan got sniped. You like that? Doom got sniped. I'm indifferent. So let's see what happens. As cute as a puppy is, I can't let you bully my family. Lady Ratnagra. Also, for some reason, they hid all the baddies in the red dump. Let them out. Free them. Lady Ratnagra. You finally got off the ship. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. I like the smell of blood. Although it's less like the dump we were in. Interesting. For some reason, that puppy is really angry. But it was my daily routine to subdue beasts like you. So I guess she was like a beast tamer in the red light district or something, or somebody who, I guess I don't know. If a beast is running rampant, she's for the district's red lights. She's for the streets. If you want to take your anger out, do it with me. Yama flies towards her. Yeah, you know what? I don't think this is. I think everyone convinced me this can't be his full transformation. I think this is just some rage-induced form that he has now with the 3 fangs, maybe. Plus, we have yet to see Arcanet come out in any capacity. A whip is the best punishment for an unruly beast that doesn't know his place. So, did she strike him? Did she whip him? Did she hit him? Did she make contact? I think she hit Yama. He doesn't even pay attention to my lashes and just presses forward, so I guess he tanked it. Beast can also be man like some dominatrix-ish and just presses forward. She breaks the whip back up again. Yama, I think, is clawing downwards at her. I don't know. This looks really cool. It's a really cool image, but it's hard to tell what's happening. And there she is. She goes, ha ha. I guess she took the scratch. She tanked it too. How funny. I thought you were just a puppy going crazy. But there are a lot of spunky guys like you in this place. Okay. The family leader's battle interruption part 2. There's the captain. It's Mazino time. You know what's funny? The people in the red dump were the same situation as how Joe in the wreck has no sympathy. I actually kind of want to talk about that more, but I wanted to see if Mazino had more to expound upon before I really ripped him a new asshole for that. So there's Mazino. What a disaster. So many people have been sacrificed. He's walking through. because of the fight because of a fight between two idiots. And are they the scum who rushed here to profit from this war? Looks like he's not even 100% sure. This nigga is still posing. He's actually a JoJo character. He just be posing all the time. He might be top 5. Just off the strength of that, he might be top 5. Honestly, he raw. He's coming for us. It's a big problem. We have to get out of here as soon as possible. He's text something slow. Did he just casually punch? Like, what is this action? I don't know. Or did he attack him? Posef, Posef Joestar. I don't know. Posef, Pobadao, I don't know. Popo no Kimi no Boken. Is that Wool? What are you doing here? Okay, so he did just casually punch. Jesus fucking Christ. And just blew everything away. At that moment, Hugo had seen a chance. Wait, hold on. I know she about to make me laugh. At that moment, Hugo had a chance to see a punch more luxurious than the most powerful punch she experienced not long ago. The one from Lobanon? But it was such a fleeting moment. Oh, because that she couldn't even catch it with her eyes. Oh my goodness. Everybody is mashup. Dog. Y'all worried about him? Him? You worried? You think he finna die? He went, huh. He's different. The enemy ship has been destroyed. What? With a single punch? I couldn't even see the attack. Lord Prowse, call me a fool, but the only way out of this situation is to run away. Because there is probably no being in this tower. Tell the whole army who has the confidence to fight that man head on and survive. He blew up the ship one reuse, just a light punch, one shot RP Hugo. Oh shoot. Did Mikhail go up posing? He went out like this. That's how you went out. No, Kobe. Wait, wrong series. I'm here to stop the war and destruction. Proceeds to kill everyone. Tell them not to touch that man. There he is. Well, now, the next thing I have to do is get rid of that huge piece of garbage. Okay, look at the ship. This is an unexpected interruption. Let's retreat. You don't want no smoke, pussy. You don't want it. You don't want the smoke. That's right. Leave. Get out. I see red flags. Actually, you know what? Let me see what happens first. Loose Leg did it. He looks like that's how Loose Leg was real. Urek is a hypocrite. He said he doesn't intervene with the family has, and here he is killing people without asking questions or anything. Oh, I'm not defending that part, but I don't care. He raw. Okay, but like Urek is him. He's smart. Smart answer. Let's retreat. Okay. Some kind of cannon fires. Mazino's hand comes up. He's probably gonna block with his hand, isn't he? He just slaps it. Come on, man. I don't blame Link. Deleted wasn't here for the family head or a regular. He just slaps it. And then he's shocked. He's like a portal opened up. He's trying to escape. Everybody stop. We're retreating. Everyone back to the ship. Damn it. Let's retreat too. Keating is such a fraud, bro. He went. You know what it actually reminded me of? Wasn't a certain magical index when Toma and the number 7 it was a level 5 Esper, but he was rank 7. Because it was Accelerator, the Black Matter guy, Misaka Mikoto, was it the Meltdowner? Then the Star Girl who could control people, somebody, and then him. I remember he just casually punched a beam like into the ground because his physical stats were high. That's kind of reminded me of. Dude is so broken. Loose Leg made this man bleed. Backhanded, she was literally whipping Yama's ass. Loose Leg Stosky rising. Keating Like, yes, finally I had 3 HP left. She's covered in Yama's blood. Yep. Pell the indestructible. Pell kind of immortal. Damn it. Let's retreat too. Yes. So they're trying to dip. Come on. You think I'll let you guys escape? Oh, I guess this is where Traumerei does the thing, right? Maybe disconnect. So he's going to wait. Now he's there. Through the portal. He's confused. The 4 eyes with one hand, and then there's so that boy who is next to be the leader of the Pobedal family is. I see. It looks like they are already fighting. Who are they? The family leader. Are you sure he's the leader? I'm sure. I've seen him once, although it was from afar. I, as a high ranker, can guarantee it. That person is the leader of our family. Family leader. Father. High ranker says that person is our family leader. Our family leader is fighting for us. Let's go. Let's help our family. Don't get involved, nigga. You guys are not. You're gonna die. Stay away. No. Maybe it was when they were facing the level 6 Esper, but the guy I'm talking about, I have to look it up. I haven't read Index in so long, but shout out to that series. Considering what Looks Like did versus Urek, I think Looks Like can solo this war minus the family heads because of the contract. That remains to be seen, but he probably is decently I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm so tired. Wait, no, you're thinking of the Japanese flag Esper. Interesting. People didn't even see Traumerei. They did not understand the assignment. They did not. They're gonna go get themselves killed. Actually, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, cause it's gonna bother me. Google. Oh my God, help me. Don't be useless. Sojita Gunha. This guy. This is what I'm talking about. He was rank 7 out of the level 5s in the city. I remember. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. From Index. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program. Considering interesting. People didn't even see Traumerei. Did the boss giving weaker than Loose Like energy good? Well, Loose Like is 15, Gustang 14, so he must be banging, you know? Remember that the rankings are power, recognition, and influence, though, not just power. Let's honor the Lopobate. Let's protect the honor of the Lopopia family. Glory to the Pobedal family. Our great leader is shedding his blood for us. Those idiots. Well, for now, I'm going to catch those bastards. Kai. This word has the meaning of initiate and open, but also has the meaning of open or close. It's used as opening, meaning, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Loose Lack? The white space? Yes! More. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. He said, bodies are dropping tonight. I need to see 2 family heads roll. He's not playing no games. This is, don't interrupt me. Loose Leg. Then there's a green energy. What is this? Looks like he's just looking. Lopobia Traumerei. Is he using necromancy to like absorb the like dead or something? Or people is absorbing the dead? Doma's being absorbed. Let's go! Take her soul, absorb it, and don't give it back. Let's go! She's dead. Yes! I don't know yet, but yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Sugita, the Japanese, he has the guts. Yes. I don't understand why Loose Like would help the boss here. I'm not sure. Loose Like, W Loose Like, fool me once, fool me twice. Round 2, let's go. It's going to be a 2v2. Here comes White. Traumerei. Confirmed RIP Bozo. I can't believe she's actually dead crazy. You're such an asshole. No, she's actually useless, babe. Like, she actually awaits you. Like, she does nothing. She's such a distraction. Her sister was Mo better, and we don't need her. And it's time for her to get packed. She's She's dying? Oh, she's dying. Yes, come on, take that. No! Yes! Oh, whatever that is, it looks dangerous. Traumerei? That huge evil spirit is absorbing the souls of all these people? Father. He didn't dip. He's a pussy. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Don't look back like he's cool. No. Don't you dare look back like you're raw. You stink. No one likes you. You're a fraud. We gonna get you soon. You're not getting away. You are not getting away, Keating. You are ass. You are booty butt cheeks. Oh my goodness, he's not getting away with this. He's a fraud. I wonder what happened with Lusek after Traumerei captured him back when they might have found out. At least Child's punching people. His one thing is good. I give him credit for that. He punched good. Lusek and Revolution and the boss are basically on the same side. Traitor, fraud. Yep. I see. This is your true nature. Oh, what a spectacle. That he's just looking. If we hadn't arrived a little later, it would have devoured us too. It's a pity I won't be able to see the outcome of this battle, but I guess I'll have to leave the rest to Bellerir. Let's get out of here. And the ship won Ryu, and they're leaving. They're out of here. And the white space is gone. I have no choice but to let them go. The main thing now is to do something about this tragedy. I know I promised not to interfere in their issues, but that guy, I can't forgive him for behaving like an asshole. I didn't see that coming. That's a development. Shorter chapter this week. That was so disappointing that Red Light District people show up and immediately retreat the next chapter. 100% coming. It's about to become 3 versus 1 against Traumerei. Fraud, traitor. Traum about to get smacked. Why do I get the feeling they're going to turn on Mazino, though? Like, I get that feeling. Damn. I thought... some people in the comments section last week were saying that they think that the Red Light District are going to immediately disappoint, and they kind of did. I don't know. It's the same as Marine... babe, don't look at the chat. If you guys can for the time being, just because there's somebody in here catching up to One Piece that's an impel down. Try not to use any One Piece examples for the time being. Urek looking like a fool now. Yeah, he kind of butted his head somewhere he didn't really need to in some ways. So yeah. They aren't ready. Boss said they'll be ready for the family heads next time. We'll see if he was capping or not. Yes, FUG and the Rev's goals are similar, but who is left at the top will still result in a struggle for power. Agreed. Imagine if Traumerei and Gusting and Lusek decide to 3v1 Urek. That's what I'm thinking is about to happen secretly. Or at least a 2v2. I know. No, Lusek's not siding with a family head. Mazino at least has Lusek on his side if he doesn't attack him because of priorities. I don't know. Old heads jumping Urek would be kind of funny. It would be funny if Lusek lets Urek smack up Traumerei and try to sneak attack him. I mean, it's Urek though. What can they do? I don't know. I was really hoping the boss would be strong. I'm so disappointed. I really felt like a lot of you were putting a little too much stock into him. I think he was like. I think comparatively against most characters, he's probably very strong. But it's like, I don't know. He admitted in the last chapter that they're only really getting these hits in and whatnot because they're taking advantage of the conflict. You know, they're gonna fight. They're all gonna fight Mazino, and it's gonna be Gojo versus the Disaster Spirits all over again. Why would Lusek team with them? I don't know. I don't see Lusek teaming up with family heads. Also, Traumerei is being left in the villain role. It seems to be that because he's taking the souls from the dead. Urek needs to finish your sentence, pal. I think Zahard needs to show up. Too many broken people. There is strong, but then there is Urek. Was a good man. I'm good. KG, how you been? I think Lusek joins Mazino because his goals are the family heads. I see no reason for him not to. But Mazino doesn't want either family head to die based on the last time they interacted. Yo, what's up, Lizard? Lusek saving RLD tells me he wouldn't try to team with Gusting. I don't think Gus would want to team with FUG anyways if they were to be allies. They would have done so already, but he might indirectly help Traumerei by stopping Urek because he's already winning against Gustang. They might have disappointed people in terms of power, but at least they're not dumb. That's a good point, honestly. Urek to Traumerei next chapter. How about you disconnect my face from your face? Your face, wait. How about you disconnect my face from your face, a-hole? I think Luce like might fight Traumerei because of what happened with Ame. We gotta remember Urek doesn't want to kill them. Exactly what I was saying. Also, I'm sure Yama may get more, but his transformation is a waste at this point. Yeah, it didn't move me. Urek needs to be taken down for the fight to continue. Urek needs to be taken down for the fight to continue. So the other most likely going to jump in. I mean, Gustang already helped FUG getting Bam the Thorn. I'm actually most curious about the Traum and Urek's interaction. Same. How would Traumerei feel about Mazino? And did he sense him or whatnot? And like, I kind of feel like Mazino's a little all over the place in terms of goals, emotions, and whatnot. Like, I do generally think he's egotistical and he's like, you know, he's pompous and he's got a lot of macho machismo and whatnot. But he seems to really do look out and care about the little guy. Doesn't really care if you're in a regular or what the case may be. But think about what he did for Hell Joe, how he treated Bam and whatnot. But it's like, what are you really here for? Like, he's confusing me a little bit. Like, you couldn't stop the souls from being absorbed. You couldn't try to one of those punches or something. Like, you kind of just watch the souls get absorbed. You know, like, he's kind of reminded me of Bam butting his head with Gustang and what was going on without maybe having a full deck of cards. But I don't know what Bayak Ryun told him though. So we'll have to see. So yeah. Urek doesn't want to kill them, but this necromancy may have changed things. Imagine if Dowan gets sucked into Trom's thing, gives her a power up. If Trom loses, I would be sick. I'll be devastated. I think he just do what Bayak tells him sometimes. He just sticks around. Loose like needs to drop some lore dialogue, man. Not if that incident nonsense SU loves using. I guess he's just not for the senseless killing, perhaps. Yeah, we still don't know why he doesn't want them to die yet. Why? Wait, we need to why he hate the RLD like that. I don't know if he hates them. But again, I don't know how much he knows. When Bam turns back time to save Dawn, I feel like it's because he came here based on Bayak info without a plan because he's him and doesn't need a plan. It's like he wanted to prevent something without understanding it. Okay, I hear you. I actually do want to check something, even though I'm sure it's gonna make me upset. But let me just do it anyways. I would like to just kind of go through the other translation, even though they stink. Even though they're stinky, poopy butt. Okay, let me see something. Let me see something. Rat in the Gra. I kind of want to read the ending part. Just a little bit. Yada 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 yada. Is he absorbing the dead? I think maybe the horrific image of Traumerei doing what he did made him upset. Loose leg, don't interfere. What's going on here again? He's like just looking. He doesn't even say anything. He's just looking. It would be a Traumerei. Souls are going. Is he absorbing the souls of the dead? Disappearing? No, haha, child, you suck. You punch good though. Those people's souls. Is he absorbing their souls? That giant evil spirit, Father. And then this is, I suspected the essence of a person like you is an incredible sight. If we had been a little late, we could have been devoured too. It's a shame not to be able to witness the outcome of this battle, but I guess we'll have to leave the rest to Belair. Same line. Let's get out of here. Same line. Do I have no choice but to let you go? For now, I need to do something about this tragedy. No matter how much I promise not to interfere in your affairs, that guy, his foolishness cannot be forgiven. Okay. Similar in nature, slightly different. Honestly, I'd argue this is the weakest chapter we had in a while, which is weird to say with him because Mazino's there. Like, I didn't dislike it or nothing. I do like that it's not mega long. Right? It's just kind of like, let's fight. Mazino's like, ha. Everyone's like, oh, never mind, let's run. And then they ran. And then he's like, oh, you're taking souls? I don't like that. So I'm going to fight you now. And that's kind of the chapter. So I don't have much to sink my teeth into. I don't have the most to say, but it was good. I'm probably sitting on a 7.5, somewhere around there. I didn't dislike it, though, but it was cool. As much as I don't like saying this, and I usually don't say this, this feels more like the setup for what's going to happen, a setup chapter, even though I hate when you guys say that all the time. Setup chapters. When does the setup finish and then we, you know what I'm saying? Urek is like a cop. He would try to do everything without force. What if you cross the line? He would use the weapon. I don't think he's like a cop at all. Urek the hell, Joe. Fly high, little bro. Urek the revolution. I'm gonna deport you myself. Imagine Traumerei getting a turbo buff because of all the high ranker souls he's absorbing. We'll see what happens. Prowl said Urek is the strongest person in the tower, even though he probably met Zahard. What, you think Prouse really has an understanding of how powerful the regulars is? He's an unreliable narrator. Don't take his words too seriously. Besides most of the family heads seem like in a weakened state. Administrator gave Gwestang and Traumerei permission to do this, right? But what about Urek and Lustlek interfering? Does that change things? Mazino is still an irregular, so he does not need the administrator's permission to really do anything. Lustlek's a different story. I don't know if he found a way around it or to circumvent it, but I don't think an administrator wants to come out here with Lustlek, Mazino, Traumerei, and Gwestang out here fighting. I think the administrator is doing the look and the look away. Like, I see nothing. I see no evil. Yes, the good old SLU setting up things and versus battles, not delivery. Yeah, the chapter was short and setting up for the next thing. Agreed. I'm starting to really dislike Urek. This invincible character being on the good side is killing all the tension, as if Bam wasn't doing enough of that himself. I understand thinking that he undercuts the tension. That's something that's a talking point I've heard about him since the Floor of Death. What's really messing with me a little bit right now is his current like I guess mental state, if you will, what are you really here to do? Like I'm trying to figure that out because that's gonna matter to me. But that's still my guy. Admins are all wussies. Prouse meant loose like saying nobody could survive a fight with Urek. Yeah, his words meant nothing to me. Yeah, you don't know nothing. I feel next Bam will be taken over by V and this fight and will fight Urek. Otherwise, it might become too one-sided against Traumerei. That's assuming Zahard doesn't send someone to help him out in some capacity, right? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm not back. I'm better. Yeah, I don't know. Traumerei is being set up to seem like the main antagonist here, but I don't know. I feel like there's a monkey wrench that's gonna get thrown in here. But if Zahard sends somebody like a Dory or comes himself or somebody else, that can do something. But I feel like it's not the best time to just start throwing all these super mega strong characters here like this, which is why I find this part interesting. Also, just out of curiosity, if he used spatial distortion, Mo better. If he used spatial distortion, could he have gotten out of the white space or at least the little teleportation thing that Traumerei did? I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if that would have worked or helped in any capacity. You get me. You get me, blood. I think Adori or Zahard himself will show up. It's 3 versus 1. I mean, Urek didn't go out in that fight, in the loose leg fight. I mean, not even close to going all out. This is tricky. Again, it's cool, it's exciting, and it's hype. But if he doesn't navigate this, if he doesn't walk this tightrope carefully, he can just fall flat on his face. Just gathering and amassing a bunch of hype, strong characters doesn't really mean anything to me unless you do something significant. So again, you've done some interesting setting up and building the conflict, but you guys know me. Execution is everything. It's the most important thing to me. I don't really care what you're doing conceptually if you don't execute. I've always used the example, I haven't used it in a while, that I genuinely think the final arc of Dragon Ball GT is conceptually brilliant because there was a genuine punishment for the overuse of the Dragon Balls and just wishing people back and being like, let the Earth blow up. We'll just use the Dragon Balls. And it's just like, no. There was like a negative, I think the arc is terrible, but the fact that there was some type of drawback for overusing the Dragon Balls, I thought was conceptually brilliant. But how was it executed? It was trash. So it really just depends on what happens next. It's very important. It's very important what he does next. And now it looks like maybe Yama and Lobodon and those guys don't have much to do. So my actual guess here is he's going to switch perspectives back to Bam, Bellarier, Holland, and Dorsey. I have a feeling. And then come back to this after maybe. Or Bam gets involved somehow and that starts to make everybody act different or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know that Mazino knows he's here. I can't remember. I think he can, but Gustang said he's not careful. He will kill everyone in the floor. I mean, even a Dory, other than the regulars, rankers, can she take on the Urek and family heads? I don't think so, but she probably is one of the stronger in-tower inhabitants that can hang with one a la loose leg. Remember, the V element is in play and Bam is already here. I suppose I don't really know what to do with the V thing yet, so I'm leaving that to you guys. I'll just cross that bridge when I get there. I have no idea what to do with the whole V inside of him. I just don't know what to do with it. I just don't. Urek's sense of time seems to be distorted when he got caught in a white space, so I'm not sure if he thought to escape it. Interesting. Whatever he was entrusted to Bell will probably be shut down by Bam. Yeah, it will depend on how it goes next. Also, a V takes over Bam and kills a family head, how people feel. Execution is everything. I don't know. Again, I've already prepared myself for Bam to take out somebody because the Leviathan and the 3 water dragons. So I'm already kind of braced myself for it. It's also Bam. Bam does what he wants for the most part. I suppose if it's V, it'd be less shocking to people because V's already strong or whatever. Oh yeah, he's definitely switching. I think we are going with Rachel next, and she will meet Bam again. Actually, I wouldn't hate that just because Rachel and Bam meetings are always interesting for the most part. I think only one time I didn't like it. Maybe no, and maybe this snow tree. What's up, Mook?
Yay!
What's going on?
お兄ちゃん
I
ピー
appreciate
ス
you.
ピース
Imagine if Rachel is the one who gets her hands on the pieces of both family heads in the end. Oh yeah, there's still the whole chess piece thing. I keep forgetting that's in play. But how did you guys feel about it? Did you guys like the chapter? Did you not like it? What would you grade it out of 10? I'm sitting towards a 7.5, or probably around 7.5. Are you disappointed in the red light district? Are you disappointed in, I guess, the captain? A lot of people were commenting the captain's gonna push Zahard to 60 or whatever. I actually did say he would get pushed to furthest here,
ピースピー
but the
ス
captain was just like, oh nah. And he dipped. Third push, let's go. It's okay, 7-7, it was cool. I do agree, Urek. The problem for the story itself, you introduce strong people that claims to be the new family leaders, and not only did you have to not do anything, they came and take a Urek as well as run away. Too short, a little moving of the plot, but nothing much. 6 points. 6 out of 10. 6.57. This felt weird, not bad. Weird. Okay. It was okay. I'm not disappointed on Reed. I need to see what they do next. 7 out of 10. I'm disappointed in Yama, if anything. I stopped having hopes for Yama, so he cannot disappoint me. All he can really do is slightly impress me, maybe. Because I took all of his stocks and I just kicked them into the well. Not that I really invested like that, but I've always said this and I'll stick with it. Yama wasn't a huge part of that beginning arc in the cage with the Houndborns. I don't know if I would go through that because Yama kind of carried that arc in my opinion. He was raw. He was scaring ninjas. He bodied ninjas. The entire plan of waking up Doom hinged on him staying asleep because they didn't want any smoke. He bodied that the Elder Envoy. Then the Shinsu passive where it's like if you're scared of him, you can't hurt him. That was gangster. Then he started his transformation against Kelhelm, raw. And then he lost all his aura, as the kids say. No aura. Let's be honest, SIU is building Urek as the hero and the invincible man, so Zahard kills him. Classic storytelling. He might not be doing that, though. And depending on who you ask, they think Mazino is much stronger than the king. Let me see where we at. Everyone raw until they become a Bam devotee. I like though on Dead makes Cha character more than a writer, and I have Bam lose some ally as well. Urek becomes problematic for story tension as Gojo and JJK, and Gege decided to seal the latter away. One of the few good story decisions for JJK. I don't dislike what you said, the code 96, and welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Follow if you like what you see here. Consider subscribing. I have a small pushback on the Gojo thing. I actually think Gojo is overpowered done correctly. I actually think Gege handled him pretty masterfully throughout the course of JJK, and I'll explain why in a second. Mazino, I totally understand. Like I said earlier, since the Floor of Death, when he came through with his syringe and the red and to like deal with Hell Joe and the Red Threesa or whatever, I understand why people were feeling a type of way about him showing up and just undercut all the tension. It's easy. It's whatever. It kind of reminds me of a joke me and my friend Alan used to make when we read Noblesse. My favorite character is Frankenstein, by the way, but anytime the main character showed up, Cadis, Estrama, Di Raziel, we would just start talking about the next arc. Like, okay, like the arc's over. Like, that's how busted he was. Like, once he showed up, we could just start talking about, so what do you think's going to happen next? Like, Dr. Cromwell or whatever. Like, we just literally move on to the next arc. Like, that's how broken he was. I know some people have that problem with One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is more satirical and more of a parody. Parody and such satire is not the same thing. I'll explain that at a later date. I don't want to get too derailed. So I understand that. The thing that I liked about Gojo throughout the series, even though he was extremely powerful, is you always knew you had the Sukuna counterpart to him that was supposed to be very even in a lot of ways, if not superior. So that was always an underlying thing we never were 100% sure of. And then we got the result in their battle. Secondly, what I liked is that the entire JJK universe treated him with the respect that they deserve. So to get him sealed or whatever they wanted to do, they had to come up with really extravagant plans. And they actually wouldn't make certain moves if they thought he would interfere or would be in the area. Like, I actually think they did a good job of balancing the fact that he's so strong, but trying to find ways to kind of remove him in a sense or maneuver around his capabilities. Like, I think I made a video on it somewhere, but I actually think he's overpowered done correctly. That's just my opinion, though. But I understand the Mazino stuff. I get that. I'm not disappointed in RLD since I never felt they'd be strong enough to take on family heads. They are still strong since we haven't seen Yama getting whipped. An astronaut, no diffing Doom. If they get Shinwan Ryu bracelets and other science, it might be different. Interesting. Some technology. It doesn't make Cha less of a writer. All he has left is Bam now. I don't know what happened with Gojo. I don't know if what happened with Gojo was good. when it comes to the fight and the conclusion of the fight, I'll leave it up to you. I just thought that he actually handled how strong he was in a way that made sense to me. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. They can't even take Urek yet. They claim to be the new family and parody. You had them run away. Yeah. And One Punch Man, Saitama being overpowered is the whole point of the story. I get it. And that seems possible. I think that's the thing. How many good plans can Giga come with to justify going around Gojo? Well, that's execution though. But for what I can remember, he did a good job for the most part. To the point where even when like they had that little plan where they're in Shibuya trying to use all the human shields and the cube, what makes you feel like it's longer than it was, and all it has to do is freeze you for 5 minutes, and using the face of Geto, like that was like I thought that was well done, and then he even had a point to showcase that like if you don't listen, you will get smacked. Volcano spirit dude guy, remember he was like, man, I ain't scared of him, and got his shit kicked in. That was to show us that no, it's not a joke. Don't fuck with him. He's different. He will get packed. Like I generally thought it was well done. That's just me though. Urek said all the family heads are weirdos. He was right, especially Traumerei. Indeed. The difference between Gojo and Urek is Gojo was OP, yeah, but he had a conscience and was involved in the story in multiple ways, like teaching students, while Urek is an OP kid who shows up and kills everything with no questions. He's badly written, in my opinion. Fair enough. It's a 5 for me. Urek killed me, Hugo, and white hair snake guy. So who is Urek's counterpart? Zahard or Loose Like? Maybe Bam? I don't know. When it comes to Urek, the world of JK is demonstrably smaller than the world of TOG, to the point where high rankers don't even know who the top 20 rankers of the tower even look like. And everyone thought Jugo was weak until we saw him fight Sukuna. That's his name. Volcano guy. Yes. Jugo or Jogo, whatever his name was. Something like that. He used to like spin his wheel. I don't know. But yeah. When you have a character that's like OD or overpowered or whatever, which a lot of these Korean webtoons like to do because a lot of them are honestly power fantasies, I do think if you don't juggle it properly, it can become a problem for your story. I don't know that I see Mazino as a poorly written character. I'm not. I think I'm going to have to make a reassessment based on his reasoning for why he's here and why he wanted to keep the RLD people down and whatnot. But I actually always like that as much as he's arrogant and pompous and things of that nature, he continues to look out for the little guy. Like someone like Hell Joe, a simple hole repairman. And he's like, I like you. You have dreams. I want to help. When he was scratched by Bam, instead of being like, oh, you insolent Slayer candidate, he was like, yo, there's a monster coming up in FUG. He kind of nice. And then when he learned that Bam was an irregular, which he actually put together himself, no one told him directly. I like how he embraced him to not let people not to overthink it. Talked about there's a world of stars and things out there, yada yada yada, kind of being the big brother to him. So I actually do think there's a lot of parts of his character that are overlooked. I think he's a bit more multifaceted and nuanced than people are giving him credit to. Not just I'm strong, I come and I kick and I punch, but he is a very simplistic fighter in that sense, that he's so strong that when he shows up, he's generally not worried about much because no one can really mess with him. But again, you know what? Not that it's outdated. Give me a second. It's not outdated, but I did make it years ago before we started to show up in season 3. Give me 1 second. 1 second. There it is. Oh, 5 years ago. This is actually one of my best performing videos. If you've never seen it, I would suggest watching it now. It's called it's this one. The Champion of the Tower, Urek Mazino. I'll put it in the chat. This was me talking about him. Share. Copy. Bada boom, bada bing. And then listen to what I had to say and let me know if you agree or not or don't agree. Because I still a lot of the thoughts that I have there I still hold today about the man. And I'll leave it at that for the most part. But Mazino is my guy. And personally, I don't care if he's a good guy or a bad guy or morally ambiguous. I just want it to be a little more just consistent and just kind of get a general understanding of him more so. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Um, Give me 1 second, guys. I'm scrolling back up. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything about Adori Jihad yet. She said she would deal with the 3 orders that Jihad issued out. While right now in the Sprout we have Gustang, FUG, Loose like an RLD, and BAM and some of the Hell Train on the same place. Do you think that's a possibility? I actually has been. I want her to show up because apparently she can carry out all 3 orders, but the longer it goes, the less certain I am of her showing up. But I'm with you. I think if Zahard's not gonna come himself and he sends anybody, I think it should probably be a Dory or maybe another family head that really sides with him. Shout out Sinbad for talking about power characters done right. From Maggie, the Labyrinth of Magic. Yes, Sinbad is another really good example of it done right. I actually very much agree with that. If you think about it, Urek is a Deus Ex Machina, nothing more, at least not yet. I don't agree with that. That I don't agree with. Oh my god, where was I in chat, Brewski? Where was I at? Wait, we think Yule is dead. Isn't he Bam's contact to the captain boss who has his friends kidnapped? Oh, who cares about Yule at this point, man? Who cares? I can't even honor that. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm with you though, I guess. I don't know. Did he die? He's useless. Who cares about him? He sucks. It does make sense that Revolution would run up when they see you, right? Because like FUG, FUG bar loose like they are nothing compared to family heads. Indeed. You got a very big problem. Just make Urek show up and fix it. That's not the definition of Dex and Machina. I don't know what is. But what if he doesn't fix this problem? And he did kind of need Bam's help for Hell Joe, but this I'd argue is the second time he's even really done that. The Hell Flora I actually totally like. I've always accepted that. Like, first of all, you had some magic syringe that can just whatever. I get it there. Second time he really shows up, it's against Loose Leg. And he wasn't really going to fight Loose Leg until Loose Leg is like, oh, nah, I want that smoke. So maybe if he does it again and resolves everything, sure. But then again, these are family head level characters. I think it makes more sense in this context. But I actually agree with Multi with the help with the Floor of Death. The reason it doesn't bother me because it's the character that I like. So I'm still having a good time. And I got to see a display of his power of him punching somebody with 10% no Shinsu non-bloodlusted and the damage and destruction that it did. Like, the dude is strong. But I hear you. I really do hear you. I'm not like dismissing what you're saying. I think I want a little more information before I go that far. Like, when I think Deus Ex Machina, the best and greatest example, I guess spoilers for Katekyoshi Hitman Reborn if you haven't read it. It's Talbout. We call him Talbout. It's Talboat. After the Shimon inheritance thing and they got their original Vongola rings destroyed, some old nigga we have never seen, never heard of, comes the next chapter like, yo, I got that blood, I got that primo blood, I got that Vongola blood, yo, I'm gonna fix the rings, make it even more better. Who in the hell are you? Where did you come from? And how did you undercut all the tension of having no box weapon Vongola gear thing in one chapter? Like, that is my absolute greatest example of that. I still think Mazino is a character that people overlook a little bit of the nuance in him. Yes, but at least there was build up to Urek arriving. It wasn't out of nowhere. Yeah, we knew Urek was here. He don't show up out of nowhere. A professional writer. Do you think adding him in this was a good idea by SIU? I actually originally thought Loose Leg and him were going to fight in a different dimension or space. It remains to be seen if it was a good idea or not. I know that if I was probably writing this arc and I got to this point, because again, I always tell people I wouldn't have gotten to this point with this story if I was writing it. I probably would have taken so many different decisions. I don't think I would have added Mazino. No. If anything, I probably would have brought Bayek Ryun, if anything. Because he's weaker than Mazino, but he's actually the leader of Wall Sung. If anything, I might have brought him. Especially since Bayek gave him whatever information about the RLD. But, yeah. People still died in this war. Urek didn't save anyone this time. He didn't. He kind of failed. Tell Cha that Urek saved him. He would punch him in the face for no one. They could still make Urek struggle with their hacks. But he didn't resolve anything. He destroyed the ship and they got to escape. Yeah, he failed. Maggie, spoilers. I don't know if you agree with this, but Sinbad is one of the better examples of a Superman type character. I don't know that I throw him in the Superman archetype, but he's my favorite character in that series and one of my favorite manga characters of all time. If you don't know this, Maggie is one of my favorite manga. I fucking love that series. Shinobu's amazing. I have to read. Was it Orient? I gotta catch back up to Orient. It's been a while since I read that. But I thought with him having his 7, I can't remember what they're called right now. The 7 things you get from the dungeon. It's been so long. Not metal vessel. That's for the other people. Is it the Jin equip? Like they balanced that so well with his kingdom and Ko and Ren. And his 3 and stuff like that. And then him having the half Dark Ruth and then the whole stuff with David. Like, I thought it was all well done. Like, I got to talk about that series more often, honestly. But I got to reread it. Yeah, but what does struggling mean, though? They can make him go 90%, but he still wins. So what is different? But what if he loses? What if he has to retreat? What if they gang up on him? I'm not 100% convinced that he can just take on 2 family heads and win. What if Gustang is like, we don't want you here. Get out of here. There's a lot. I just think my only point is I'm just not jumping the gun yet. That's all. I'm cautiously optimistic. If you end up being right and he just comes, one punches everybody and everything's resolved, I'll come back and tell you that you were right. Because one thing that I don't do is double down when I'm wrong. You could ask anybody in the chat. When I was wrong about Yas Ratcha versus Yama, I made a video saying I was wrong. And before I made that same mistake again with Lucelek and Calivan, I gave Lyborg and Calivan, I gave Lyborg his credit. I have no problem being wrong. I'm just not there yet. I'm not as far as you. What do you think Urek's appearance as a sworn enemy in the data floor though? Wait, what do you mean? Omar, what do you mean? You mean the error thing? If you were writing, the story would be called Tower of Mule Love. He's not wrong. Mule Love would have so much. Mule Love would be out here, bro. Urek said he had a change of heart against Lucelek, and just because he doesn't want to get in family head business doesn't mean he wouldn't. We can still get Traumerei versus Gustang and Urek versus Lucelek. A family head can still die potentially if both kill each other. I feel it. Maggie dope. Sadly, it was rushed. I wouldn't say it was rushed. It was good. I like the ending. I like the side story, Adventure of Sinbad. I really have very minimal issues with that series. Like 8.5 out of 10 for me. Gustang tells him don't interfere on Combo's attack with Traumerei. Isn't he isn't as much as a straight arrow, but it's mainly him being an exceptionally strong since birth character with strong desire to make the world better. And I guess maybe some fate stuff with the Rook and yada yada. I'm with you, but I don't see him in the same archetype as Superman. The true winner is Lucelek. He's just winning for the kill. Facts. Lucelek is what to eat, bro. Then Lucelek will help Urek if he sees a chance to attack Traumerei after what he did to Ames. You can bet on that. It's possible. I mean, would you say Data Urek was also a cop-out in the story or not? I kind of forgot what he did. There was like the mirror and like Yura and Yura's brother or something like that. Refresh my memory. I kind of don't remember what he did. I remember going like, I did some bullshit. Like, I don't really remember too much of that of Data Mazino. Refresh my memory. Maybe I'm forgetting something. I kind of forgot. I just remember the error. That's all I remember. I mostly remember Data Kunadwan with his 3 Shinsu qualities and whatnot, and then Data Zahard obviously. Like that's more so. And honestly, Data Macheni went stupid for me. So yeah, he didn't do too much actually. A Maggie revisionist history stream. It's crazy. I haven't done a single one this year. I don't know, KG. I can't make any promises, bro. I've been trash with streaming. I've been trash. I apologize. I gotta do better. But I'll be outside though. He destroyed the judging scale so they could escape. I don't even remember what that is. The only person I could see take your Urek is hate on something talking to that weird little rabbit's nothing to F. I do think Enryu and Zahard and maybe Kuna Dwan or Arya Han can match him pretty easily. Maybe not Arya Han because we know how that went. But at very least, Zahard and Ryu. All I know is the story of Mirror, which allowed Zahard to come in and not helping a cop out. Wait, all he did was destroy a mirror, which allowed Zahard to come in. That's not help or a cop out. Wagner saved everyone with his sword. Instead of versus history, do a solidified legacy would go hard. I actually was thinking about that. It might have been you who gave me that idea first, like something completed with a solidified legacy that didn't change when it was really like ongoing to when it was ending. It's just, I gotta find time, you guys. I gotta find time. It's okay. You're a family man now. Stay outside. I'm inside though. Still a fraud for the Gintama stream though. Yeah. I'll at this point I'll take that though. That's definitely me. That's definitely on me. By the way, Kubera chapter or not? Is it out now? It dropped. Cause I didn't see a chapter when I checked on manga decks. Is it out? Still says 8 days ago, so I don't think it's out yet. So we just have to get to it when we get to it. That being said, come join me in YouTube in like 10 minutes. We gotta talk to the YouTube people, see what they feel, how they feel about it. If not, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the hour. Once Kubera drops, whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be there. So yeah, you gotta find time. Use the sort of I actually need a clone. I need a Kagebushin. That's really what I need. I want a Madaka box stream because it's a very interesting manga to discuss. And it's one of my favorites. And you guys know Nisio Ishii is one of my is my GOAT. So I would love to. I'd love to. Y'all know Kujiro Kurokami, aka Nazayoka, is my favorite manga character of all time. It hasn't changed since I read that. So, but this winter I'm gonna do some cool streams. I have some stuff planned for the winter. Just give me some time, all right? I'm in love, all right? Let me be in love and peace. See you guys on YouTube. Oh, I lied. Favorite panel and favorite piece of dialogue. What was my favorite panel? Was it Doan's soul getting taken when in Chaw's hand? That's my favorite panel. Or maybe the Urek casual slap. But let me see if I can wait. Is that down here? Yeah. This is my favorite panel. Yeah. Pack her up, get her out of here. And then my favorite piece of dialogue. Luxurious punch. I don't know. I don't got papers of dialogue this week. Wait, did Luce like say ... Oh, yep, that's my favorite dialogue. ... Like he's red from Pokemon. Favorite panel is Shorty covered in Yama's blood. I feel it. All right, see you guys in, give me like 10 minutes. Yo, what's up, Patreon people? I appreciate you guys, as always, for the continued support. Or if you're new, shout out to the CBLs. That's the Certified BAM Lovers. But a bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire. That's Brilliant Gang. They might be the real CBLs. And the biggest shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, the Tier 3s. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Johnny Rogers, Big Mon Catan, Lucky Roo, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, Urek Mazino, Wolf General, Zyler Scotty, Big Abdel, Agrona Vitera, Childish Nujabis, Cisco, Gray, and Huey. Your support is greatly appreciated. What's happened to my voice? Thank you.